No, little German boy! Don't go into the Blades Cave! Oh my god! This is a desperate roll with limited effect! Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Blades in the Dark.
That's a true story. I'm the little German boy.
God bless your soul.
And then all the players clapped.
I was not expecting that as an intro, but hey, I appreciate that deep cut.
I've been practicing it for the last 3 minutes. Welcome back, everyone, to the Cult of the Harrowed Council, our Wednesday night Blades in the Dark game. As always, I am your GM, Mork Zero. Our intros do improve with every week. I'm joined by our wonderful cast here tonight, and we will be picking up where we left off 2 weeks ago. Apologies for last week, but key players were unable to make it, so we thought it best to just wait until we can have everyone here for this little event. Yes, they do improve, chat.
Do we?
Yes, we do. There is no doubt about that. So, does anyone have anything to say before we get started?
Wumbo.
Truly a word to live by. Truly words to live by. Yes, so, last we left off, the man you were talking to at the bar there, Mako, he had approached you and called you out. He called you out as a counselor. Perhaps,
sorry, mate. Not on the city council. Best look somewhere else.
Yeah. Unfortunately, that's not what I meant.
The jig's up.
So, it just crossed my mind. Perhaps you want to recap last week before we actually jump into the rest of this. Or last session, I should say. Who remembers?
Our good friend Jim Grim Docker has arrived. He's a new Smash character. If you pay $15, you can play him.
Dude, hell yeah. Is he in the same DLC pack as Briggs?
Oh yeah, and he gets one extra additional song.
My god.
Jim Grim docks into the roster.
Yes! But I showed up. They need to pay the grinders a good bit of money, because we've been neglecting that. So Rayford is currently hanging out with them, while we have to pay them back, which is a party decision, which is just, we have a grinder here until we pay them back. But we were going to Grey Lou's gambling den because I knew the place, and I said, hey, this is owned by the Billhooks. Fuck them. Let's take their money. So we're here staking out the gambling den. Ketcho and Mako went in first because I'm not allowed in that establishment. I don't know why. But I was currently sneaking around the back doors trying to find a way in.
Okay.
And Mako was talking to some gentleman who was smoking metal, I think. It was some type of metal.
Blood nettle.
There you go.
Blood nettle.
Or blood needle. I don't recall off the top of my head.
The big drug.
But yes, no, blood needle, it is, as I described it last time, like cocaine. It gives you a lot of energy as opposed to Black Lotus, which is a heavy hallucinogenic. That is pretty metal right there.
And so while are you able to, does using Black Lotus help Whispers cast spells?
No, you're thinking Spark. That is a combination of ocean water and electroplasm.
Delicious.
No. I'm pretty sure Spark is what makes them into planeswalkers, and Black Lotus is what helps them cast their spells.
Social credit deducted. So, yes. Grey Lou has approached you and he's flanked on either side by two bouncer-looking fellows, well, one on each side of him. And he's called you out as, identifies you as a counselor.
Just doxed you.
And you have refuted this assertion.
I refuted this assertion that I'm a counselor. Yes, because I'm not a counselor. I'm not on. See, sorry, mate. I'm not on the city council.
See, that's not what I'm talking about. I happen to pay attention to what's on the streets, and I have picked up a lot of descriptions about you in particular, stranger. I know you're with that little cult, as it were.
Well, I don't know who you are either, stranger. I suggest you might want to be careful throwing names around, though.
Fair enough, and I really don't have anything against your kind, Mr. Takarosi. Or do you prefer the shark?
My God, who is this man?
Kill him.
Yeah, I'm just gonna take a sip of my drink that I assume that I have because I'm at a bar.
Yeah, you described that earlier, I believe.
And I'm gonna say, well, I'll say whatever play you're making at here ain't exactly. I'm not exactly impressed. So you have a good night now.
He doesn't
And
move.
well, I don't move either. I just kind of start looking off, just looking around like into the distance or not paying attention to him and sipping my drink.
Yeah. See, that's not how this is played here. You see, I own this establishment, and you'll play by my rules. Snaps his fingers, and one of the bouncers comes over and slaps like a big meaty hand on your shoulder.
Mm.
Perhaps you would like to talk in private instead.
Only, well, only if your boys here feel like carrying me, cause my legs were got a mite tired walking on over here. So.
Oh, don't worry, they do. Snaps his finger again, and the man punches you in the face to try and knock you conscious.
Do I need to roll to resist?
Resist? No, you haven't. This isn't a consequence. This is just what's happening. You'll need to make a roll instead to kind of do something about this. You need to make an action roll.
What skill is that?
Unfortunately, all my action rolls, I'm pretty sure, are just like my stuff for like trying to talk my way out of things. And I don't feel like I don't want to talk to this guy. I don't listen. I don't negotiate with terrorists.
Well, remember, you even if you have 0 dots and something, you can still roll.
It's so dangerous.
It is dangerous, but you can always push yourself.
I'm trying to think like what could I do. Okay, might be. Never mind. This would be way too far fetched. I couldn't do that. I was thinking like maybe attuning to the shark or something. No. Okay. This is very stupid, and please tell me if this is too stupid if this goes beyond like what can be reasonably expected for a character's like. Okay. Can I attune to my patron saint and fuck, I don't have any coin, never mind. I have a bunch of stash. Could I spend stash on stuff? Or what would be like not like if I wanted to just give some money away, would that be an amount of stash, or would I need a coin to be able to represent that?
Are you doing the Yakuza thing where you just throw money in the air to avoid fights?
Yes.
That sounds like a finesse roll, causing a distraction.
No, well, it's not that exactly. It would be
You're trying to bribe.
I attune with the shark to like invoke wheeling and dealing and making like like stuff like that, and then handing off some cash to the guards that he has that are about to pick me up, and just be like, "Hey boys, give me another round.
That's more.
Let me sit in and get comfortable." But like specifically like giving them some cash with the intention of like using mystical cult energies to kind of make it so that they're amenable to being paid off, right? Because obviously they can't just be paid off normally because like their boss is right there. But
Yeah.
like I'm invoking the cult
Art
energies
of
of
the
the
deal.
shark. Yeah.
I'm inclined to allow it.
Okay.
I'm gonna call it. Mass Effect. I will admit, I still get effect mixed around in my head sometimes. I don't know if it's supposed to be the effect you'll have at the end, or if it needs to be lower for more ridiculous things. It's a little bit confusing myself. I'm gonna call it.
The effect is the. I'm sorry. But the effect is the risk reward, right? Like, I'm so sorry. Like, if I'm doing something great, if I'm having like a big effect, it also could be like a very bad idea. But if I'm just doing like in my head, lock picking a door that doesn't have like any alarms or anything on it, that's like a low effect type thing because you're just lock picking a door, or like a standard effect type thing. Whereas like lock picking a door that has alarms in it would be a great effect because then you're also having to disable the alarms, and if you disable the alarms, that means like you're getting into these systems. But if you fail, then it triggers them.
But it also calls into question the kind of tools you use in that situation. Okay, I think I got to wrap them down in my head. I am gonna call this standard desperate.
Okay.
Yeah, no, I'm constantly overthinking the mechanics of this game all the time.
Well, we could just do a regular thing. Yeah. All right. So standard desperate.
Yes.
For an attune, and I'm going to push myself. Position desperate effect standard. Submit bonus dice 1. Submit mark a point. Double sixes, baby.
Mother fuck.
Let's go. First roll of the night, and we are paying brainwashing people through capitalism.
You fool! You're spending all of our luck before we get into the score!
As this man pulls his hand back to strike you, Grey Lou breathes out another cloud of blood nettle smoke into your face, but this time it doesn't smell like this. Smound, yes.
Smound?
This time it doesn't
smell sounds.
Fuck. This time it doesn't smell like blood nettle. It smells like blood in the water. And what do you say to these gentlemen? How do you play this out?
So I basically they put their hands on my. Okay, I'm gonna narrate this whole thing.
He puts hand on his shoulder.
So it's how many? It's 2 guys, and they each have one hand on either shoulder.
No, just right now, it's just one guy who has his hand on your shoulder.
And there's no other.
He's pulled his arm back. He's already ready to punch you. You have maybe seconds.
Okay. So what would be an appropriate way that like so this blood smelling smoke that is in the air, right, that he's blown at me?
Yeah, it's basically so That's basically just like
No, hold on. I know. But it smells like blood.
yes.
So I am going. Like, Mako is sitting there, and as this smoke is kind of like reaching up towards his face, he's just gonna take like a deep inhale through his nose, like like a very deep one, and inhale all of the smoke. And then as this guy is like pulling his fist back to punch me, I'm gonna throw some flavor on here. Like my Mako's eyes go like bloodshot, and then he like with like very calmly and steadily blows the smoke back out through his mouth into the guard's face. And as the guard like maybe pauses for a moment or whatever, and is like gets up in there, Mako will use the side of his body that's not has the hand on it, reach into a pocket and pull out a couple of coins, then take the hand that's on his shoulder with his other like hand and pick it up, and then just plop the coins down into the guard's hand, and then closes his hand over the coins. And he says, "Mate, how about you go get me another drink? I'm feeling mighty comfortable right here." And then like pats his hand and leans back in his chair.
Matt opens his hand and looks at the money you gave him, clearly stunned that you just gave him the amount that you did.
Mm-hmm.
He looks at the other bouncer who like flashes the money in his direction and then nods them away.
Yep.
Leaving you and Grey Lou alone. And Lou is very clearly shocked by this.
With Lou, when he sees that Lou is shocked, Mako will just like smile, and say, "What? You thought you were dealing with a guppy there, mate?" And then when he finishes that sentence, his smile widens just slightly a bit more, enough to tell that there's, it's not right.
Grey Lou. It seems I may have underestimated you, Mr. Counselor. Unfortunately, you and I will still have to have words. Perhaps we can have them here, though.
Mako will just kind of shrug, take another sip of his drink, and be like, "That would be amenable."
So, he reaches into his...
Yep.
Reaches into his pocket and produces a second, like, cigar of blood, just like the one he has, clearly of blood needle, and holds it out to you.
I'll take it.
He takes it, reaches into it again, produces a lighter, a fancy kind of filigree bronze lighter. Holds it out to light the cigar for you.
This is gonna be one of those Acme cigars that blows up. Once I say no, I have no reason not to. I guess go. Yeah, I'll just like with the cigar in my mouth. I'll just kind of like lean over so that he can light it.
He does it, lights it, immediately blows up.
No.
Take 4 level 4 harm. Wily Coyote.
Damn, this man really did it to him.
No, it just lights up, and he leans back to continue puffing on his. Why are you here?
Well, um, uh, so, fuck, what do I want to tell him? Because I can't. I was on a little walk around town, thought I'd stop in. I mean, if you're aware of, what kind of business, if you're aware of what kind of, business my associates deal in, I wouldn't think you'd find that too strange.
No, that I don't. What I do find strange is you coming here of all places in the city. This is
Wow.
Billhook territory, counselor. You aren't really on the best terms with them.
Yesterday's enemies are tomorrow's friends. Haven't your parents tell you that growing up?
He cocks an eyebrow at that. Friends, so you're here to negotiate, or
Oh boy. You should know, if you know all that, you should very much be aware I'm always there to negotiate.
again, fair enough. Now, I'm not exactly one of the top dogs in the Billhooks. I just take my orders. Used to take them from Corin, now not so much.
Oh, poor lad have a fall. Did you and the lad have a falling out?
He's dead.
Well, that's, different kind of falling out.
I
Still
suppose.
counts, I think.
You seem to find it a lot funnier than I do. You ever been on the receiving end of having your boss's son die? There's not a single man under Tarvel's employ, not a single place in this entire city that didn't feel the wake of that.
Perhaps I may have overstepped my bounds then in my comments. I did not, with the suppose being an outsider to this part of town. I didn't get the correct read on the local character, so you have my condolences then.
He nods. Thank you. Not that it matters much. The Bluecoats have been running an investigation for him for about a month or two now. We'll have it all figured out here real soon. In the meanwhile,
We killed this guy, didn't we?
you killed him.
Fuck. Yeah.
I'm
So where on our sheet is our relationship with the different gangs on?
Wednesday Factions is the one you're looking for.
Oh, okay.
You haven't really interacted with a whole lot of different real factions, to be honest. I possibly should have been updating this with some of my own, but
So we're -2 with the Billhooks.
yes.
Ooh, okay. That's fine.
Oh, and with the gondoliers.
Oh, yep, I see them here. Billhooks and gondoliers. Damn, everybody hates us.
Not the...
Who the fuck are the ciphers?
The ciphers are a kind of network of... Let me just grab the book's description of them. It's easier to...
Okay. I just see we have a 1 reputation instead of a blank one. I'm like, who are these?
They're a messenger guild. They swear... The ciphers... the messenger guild of the city. They swear secret oaths of secrecy, never revealing the contents of their messages or the identities of their clients. Or so they claim. It's essentially like a private mail, private messaging.
Yeah, okay. That's good.
You know Cypher Mizzy and Cypher Child.
Okay.
Just like the ones.
Okay, so I think my main goal in this conversation is to just kind of like vaguely get at that, like, hey, we don't. Can we? Can we stop being enemy? I'm just trying to distract him, basically, with kind of a vague allusions to how we want to like set things up and be peaceful or whatever. But in reality, you know, Team Bravo is robbing the place. Was that what our plan was, or?
We're just scoping out the place right now.
Oh, we're just scoping it out. Oh, right. This isn't even the score. What am I talking about?
Yeah,
Shit.
I was confused. Like, are we leading into the score right now? I was like,
Maybe we can.
We could, but we
How's
probably
Zal gonna
would want
get
to
here?
start. Okay, we can finish. We can finish off scoping the place out, though. You know what? Here's the thing. Fuck. What is a way I could ask him to try to see like some back rooms? Fuck.
He did want to talk to you in private earlier.
He did want to talk in private. Oh, okay. No, here we go. I'll say, hey, how about now that the water's cleared a bit, we're a bit more on a congenial footing here. Well, say we take this conversation to like a more discreet location.
He nods in agreement to that right away and stands up.
Let's go.
He looks over for a moment, kind of like out of habit. He normally has bodyguards with him. You can obviously tell this. Before regaining like his little sense of composure there, and motions you towards one of the.
God, what if I just killed him? What if we just went to the back room? I just killed him and left.
Yeah, maybe it'll work.
Out the score. How we score then?
Yeah.
Yeah, so he leads you down a back hallway into what appears to be his private office.
Mm-hmm.
Very short hallway. It's a glass door, kind of what's the word here? Fogged? Fog? Is it fogged glass?
Yeah. Stained glass. Well, stained glass, I guess, is different. Fog glass windows, something like. I understand what you're talking about.
I'm gonna have to look this up, but yeah, at the moment it is. Oh crap! Oh, it is fog glass. Neat. I think. Whatever. He opens the door with the key and lets you head inside. First, inside is a pretty kind of standard looking office. Not that different from Cliver's last time you were there. Nice floor, nice table,
Mm-hmm.
nice desks, chairs, things like that. Have a seat, he says, pointing to the one on the closest side of the desk.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And as you do, he walks around the table and has a seat on the other side. So, you want to talk business with the Billhooks?
Yeah.
I can.
Yeah, okay.
I can get someone here to talk with you in a few hours, probably, at the least. But I want to know what's in it for me.
I mean, the same thing's in it for. Okay, let me think this through. Okay, what are my arguments here? My arguments are that we're just a simple religious organization. We're not direct competitors with the Billhooks business. And so we just want to negotiate that we can like kind of that we can, as long as we don't interfere with like actual Billhook activities, that we should be able to at least have some limited operations within their turf without like being without us having the butt heads. There's no reason for us to do that. We're in different businesses, so it's not like we're directly competing for anything, right? Like so what is in it for him? I could say something like, "Buddy, we're a church. Like, we can get you a cut." Okay. Yep. Okay. So I'm gonna say, well, let's just say whatever kind of deal that we managed to reel in would carry a pretty hefty finder's fee.
Sorry. Run that by me one more time? What?
I'm going to say, well, because he said, "What's in it for me?" And so my
Yeah.
response is, well, if we are able to come to a deal, I imagine it would come with a very hefty finder's fee, at least from our end.
That implies there will be starts thinking about it a little bit more. He was very clearly like trying to cut you off to the past, but he gets thinking a little bit more about it.
Mm-hmm.
It's kind of nods. All right then, Shark. All right. I'll grab my captain and have him come take a word with you here in a bit. Sure, I'm sure you don't mind hanging out till then.
Of course not. I'm starting to like this chair. I just kind of lean back into it and get real relaxed, puffing on my cigar.
Okay. Oh, let me think about that one for a second. He stands up and he walks to. He walks to the door, sits outside, shouts a little bit. There's another voice that responds. Before he turns back around, closes the door, and comes back in. Just giving you a quick nod to say that, yeah, no, it's in progress. We're going to cut to Ketchal and Mr. Jim now. You two were together, if I remember correctly.
No.
No.
He's inside. I'm outside.
Oh!
I'm not allowed in the bar. Them two went into the bar.
I have been watching this all unfold very carefully.
You've done nothing this entire time, I assume.
Me,
Also,
yeah.
to say
Oh,
that I've
him.
been doing nothing is perhaps a little misleading, but I'll allow
what
you
have you been
your
doing?
simplistic interpretation of my grand schemes.
I mean specifically about the situation. You've watched your buddy be lead into the back rooms. God knows what horrible fate awaits him now.
Oh,
What?
absolutely not.
No?
No, he's got this.
Huh, fair enough. So what are you doing, Ketchel?
My best.
Can't you tell?
So nothing of particular note then.
I'm biding my time.
Fair enough.
I'm the
Watching
secret.
Fury.
I'm the secret weapon. I will deploy when the opportune moment arises, and not a moment before.
That is very in character.
Yes, I am there, and I am watching this happen. And when I hear Mako screaming like a little, then I will intervene, but not a moment before.
I see you cut yourself off there. Probably for the best.
Censored himself.
Hey, Jim?
Jim he's currently hanging out in the back area, like the back door, and since I'm terrible at surveying, I'm just waiting for like a waiter to come out for a smoke break. So we got to improvise roles. So I'm waiting for a guy to come out, and I'm just gonna wait for him to come out.
Okay. Now, if you remember last time, I suggested you use Prowl as a setup action for a survey roll, but I'm liking this new direction too, if you want to go with
Yeah.
it.
Yes.
Sounds like so you want to, I'm guessing you want to ambush a waiter then? Or?
Yes, I want to strangle him until he tells me what I want to hear.
Okay, give me a Prowl roll here. We'll call it Risky Great.
Risky. Great. Sounds great. Is there a devil's bargain?
For this,
Someone sees me.
How is Jim on killing?
If it has to be done. If the boss says kill the man, you gotta kill the man.
Here's your devil's bargain. This isn't going to be a man that comes out. It's going to be a young boy.
I'm not gonna take that.
Oh.
I am not gonna have this ethical dilemma on my morally ambiguous hands. I know where this road goes if you kill a child on tabletop. It does not go well.
I can confirm, actually, from personal experience.
So no devil's bargain. Didn't need it.
Damn it, you people!
High
Yeah,
roller.
so, about a middle-aged gentleman walks out a bit less. He looks like he might have been the bartender himself, actually.
Hey.
How do you grab him?
So when the door opens up, I want to hide. So when the door swings open, I'm behind the door. And as soon as it shuts, I want to grab him by the neck and lift him up. Because I'm a Scovlander, so I'm very tall. I kind of like get in his face, and of course my face is like really gross and disgusting. Hey there, mate. I was wondering if you knew about the bar.
I work there, yes! Please!
Very good. Then I grab him by his shirt and kind of let him go. But I'm still holding him above the ground. But I kind of look and I say, all right. So who's running the bars right now?
What do you mean who's running it? It's Grey Lou. He owns the place.
Ah, there you go. I was making sure. Is there a body of water nearby?
Yeah,
It
no,
looks
you're
like-
like you're right off of the canal, actually.
All right. Then I kind of like slowly carry him over. And I'm dangling him over the canal now. Very good. Very good. All right. I think you and I are gonna get along just fine, right?
Yes, please. Whatever you say.
All right. Very good. Now, when that door opens, which way do I go to get to Grey Lou?
His office. The door won't take
Which
you.
turns? Which hallways?
You can't get through there to his office directly through that door. It's a separate hallway off of the main room. That door takes you right into the back room of the bar, the wine cellar, whatever it's called. That'll take you there. You can get it into the main gambling floor from behind the bar from there, and it's right on the left-hand wall.
I kind of pat him on his head. It's like, very good. And I kind of reach my arm out further. And I'm like, we're not lions, Timmy. It was like, I kind of like have my arm shaking.
No, I'm not. Just. Well, you gotta pass the bar. Turn left. There'll be a hallway. Short thing. It's right in there. Stained, fogged up glass window door. You can't miss it. Please.
Very good. Very good. I pull him closer, kind of set him on his feet. Now, to make sure you don't talk, now I want to knock him out.
Give me a skirmish roll here real fast. I'm gonna call this controlled standard.
Or, oh god, he's gonna wake up quick, ain't he?
No. The complication for this is going to be you've been pulling him real close to your face a lot. He's going to be able to give a real detailed description of you when he does wake up.
That's not going to make the boss happy, is it?
Maybe not. Depends on what's done with it, probably more or less.
I want to resist.
Okay.
So use prowess?
This is more a thing of detection and whatnot. I think resolve would be better for it. Not resolve, insight.
Insight? For
Yes.
detection?
Yes. So
a concussion does really good to make you forget.
I mean,
like how I'm knocking him out is I'm taking him by his head and pushing him against the wall.
insight is typically used to resist consequences of deception understanding, while prowess is from physical strain or injury, typically.
Oh, oof.
Yes.
Alright, I want him to be very unsure when he wakes up. So it could have been a grinder or just a very ugly Tekarosi.
Yeah.
Or so 2 stress. Alright.
Right. Yeah, no. He remembers a Tekarosi.
He remembers a very ugly man.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, he remembers he was knocked out by a very ugly man, but he doesn't he's not gonna be able to give an exact description of you.
Good.
He is, however, able to take a long nap now.
As intended.
As intended. So what do you do next?
So if he... Am I gonna have to roll prowess again to sneak into it? Like when as soon as I open a door, then I have to like sneak around?
That's gonna kind of be up to you, I think, how you want to carry out when you get in there. You don't need to roll prowess to sneak. You don't have to roll prowess to sneak in. The door is there, and he's probably just stepping out for a smoke break, so it's not like it's closed or locked. And even if it was, I'm just gonna say you find the key on his body. But if you want to get through the main hall undetected, yeah, some kind of a prowl roll to make yourself look non-assuming, or just kind of very carefully avoid eye contact will probably be your best.
Okay. How tall is this man?
Jim?
No, the guy I knocked out.
Probably no more like 5'10" or so.
Damn, those clothes are 2 feet shorter than I need to be. Alright, I won't pretend to be the bartender.
Puts on the, hi there. What do you
Hi there.
want to drink?
I'm an expert in mixology.
I'm an expert in mixology.
Should I? I don't have...
It would be very funny, but also I don't It's probably inadvisable.
Probably inadvisable. I don't think the people of Duskwall are that dumb. So I'm gonna sneak around. I'm gonna prowl around. I'm gonna try to hide in the shadows, as in, like, I'm pretending to be a giant lamp because I'm a giant in a trench coat. So sneaking around is just not the best idea, but hey, I gotta blend in somehow. This is how he
Okay.
sneaks around.
Okay.
But yeah, position and effect, I'm gonna follow that guy's directions.
All right. So, prowl roll then.
Yes, position and effect.
Desperate standard.
Desperate. Oh my god.
Yeah, no, it's a busy place, and as you just said, you're a big guy.
I am a big guy.
For you.
For you.
For you?
Oh,
What's my devil's bargain?
Um. That's a good question. Devil's bargain for this.
What terms are the grinders and Billhooks on right now?
Right now, let me have a look.
Are they on, like, yeah, it's possible for them to make a deal type?
Yeah, they're not enemies, so to say. So I think definitely there's on par for them to make some kind of a deal. No,
But
wait,
it's not
no,
likely.
hold up. No, yes, it's definitely, yeah. It's impossible for there to be a deal to be made, I think.
So if it stands out, people are gonna talk about it. There was a fucking grinder at Grey Lou's bar.
Yeah, they'll talk about it, but I don't think it'll kick up,
They won't start a war.
it won't start a war, no.
Okay. Still thinking of that devil's bargain. Does someone recognize me?
Bouncers were at the bar. And when you come in instead of the regular bartender, they're going to start getting suspicious.
Okay. I can take them.
All right, I'm going to start a clock here.
Oof. I need to mark that desperate action.
Yes, so I'm going to start this clock for bouncer suspicion. I'm going to fill it up twice. Twice from that desperate action roll there. +1 for it having gotten from the devil's bargain.
+1 from the devil's bargain?
Yeah, no, it starts at 1.
Oh god.
So you can resist here. You'll be able to reduce the 2 that you got from this roll.
And that'll be another insight resist?
Yes.
Damn. I found all my points in the prowess because I did not have any for Rayford. So I want to make the complete opposite character.
As one does.
You know what? So, like, do they, like, as soon as I open a door, are they right there to be like, that's not supposed to be there?
No. So they're like, that's weird. It's more, that's weird. What? Who? But they're drinking. They're spending the money they were just given to do literally nothing. This
what?
is a suspicion clock, not a you're caught clock. Even when it fills, they're not. They'll come up and be like, "Hey, what are you doing here?"
What,
This
what? Go license for that?
Basically, yeah. Where's your grinder license?
Is it okay? So they're gonna confront me. They're not gonna like become violent.
No, yeah, precisely.
Okay, I can roll with this. Is like me being like dubious of ill intent gonna make it go higher?
What do you mean by that?
Like if I'm like sticking my head in places I'm not supposed to be.
It will, yes. And there will be a roll required for that, I think.
Okay, so pretty much if I continue sneaking around.
Yeah, but you got in. You're able to make your way through the game floor, show floor. I'm not sure which. No, people are like noticing you, but they're there to do their own thing and drink, and not really your. They're not really there to paying attention to you, but there is one person who notices you.
Oh no.
Zhao. What gives?
Songbird is because Ketsu's still at the bar somewhere.
Yes. Somewhere in there, yeah.
Well, at the actual, probably at the actual bar itself, where just the stools are, not the tables or the booths. Songbird is there in her evening attire. Air quote evening attire, because everything's in the dark. Looking for... She's kind of... She's appearing as if she's looking for clients, while really mostly just striking up a conversation with, hopefully, a barmaid that hasn't been hijacked and hung over the canals.
Okay.
Basically trying to strike up a conversation with the barmaid about basically gather info. They get a sense of this place for when we actually do rob it.
Okay, yeah.
Is it always this busy? What type of clients do you usually get? She pretends that she's a little fish out of water in this bar, which she kind of is.
How personal is not the right word I'm looking for. How thorough is your questioning going to be here?
Maybe she sets herself up because she first needs to convince them that she's really just an evening worker looking for new clients. So depending on how well they believe her, then she'll probably maybe lay in deep. Does that seem fair? I have to set myself up.
I think that's... I'm going to say controlled limited, and it's limited because you presented yourself as an alternative money sink. And their job is to kind of make sure money flows into this place. So they're answering your questions, and they're not really suspect of you because they get what you're trying, quote unquote, what you're trying to do. But they're being a little bit more coy with the answers, half answers, maybe trying to bore you out of continuing to work here, so that you don't come in and start trying to pull Johns away from the gambling tables.
Well, can I? Well, again, because we're not at the questions yet. I want to set up them believing she's there for that, or if need be, maybe she convinces them that she's not a danger to the bar and its business, because it's it's one of those this type of stuff happens anyways. They're gonna go spend this money. Why not let me around so that you kind of know where they went, maybe, and I can return them here for future drinks after, they're done.
Okay. We'll call controlled standard then.
For the setup.
Yeah.
Okay.
No, for the overall role then, I think. Or wait.
No, I want to set up first.
Is it set up for more questions or?
Well, it's set up to get probably the standard effect, to actually get good answers. But they need. We need to get that print, because if they're not gonna answer too well if she just lays in. She wants to set up so that when she does start asking good questions, they'll be open to do it. She needs to get that social door.
Okay, open. I follow. It's just that since that's pretty much going to be a sway roll both ways, right?
No, I think the setup is sway. I think the actual role is probably consort.
You're right, actually. Yeah. Okay. So yeah, well. What's the controlled standard for this sway roll then?
All right, controlled standard.
Okay, I see where you're going with it now. My bad.
Well, it's already controlled, so I guess it would be better effect, because she's still the charismatic form. So controlled, great. And no bonus dice. A 5, and also remember she's mesmerism.
Okay. Good. Very good. Yeah, so 5. Wait, how'd you get grade again?
Her charismatic form.
Right, sorry. Playbook. Yeah, the barmaid. She kind of hoes and hums a little bit about it. Before finally nodding and agreeing to give you more straightforward answers. The consequence from this is going to be limited, lesser effect, so it'll bring everything to standard altogether.
Now the consort.
Yes, with all the questions involved there.
Alright. So what's the position effect on the consort?
Still controlled standard.
You have a devil's bargain.
One of the bouncers also recognizes you in the same way that Rayford. No, sorry, not Rayford. Mako was recognized.
What way was that again?
And that you are a member of this Harrowed Council.
I got a better devil's bargain.
Okay.
One of the bouncers recognizes her because he's a former client.
Ooh.
That is good.
Spicy. I can roll with that.
All right.
If you want to take that, I can.
I will. I'll take the former client.
Damn. Excuse me, there's something in my eye.
Only a 2.
Oh, that hurts to see.
Did you do a good job, Zoe? With the client?
Well, I mean, maybe apparently not so much. But I can reapproach this.
Yes, I was about to say, or you can withdraw and try a different approach. You could try to grab her and hold her hostage. You could command her to tell you.
Yeah, I'll got blown on the first few rolls. Yeah, command or.
So you're going to go. You can try.
I'm trying to think of how this looks. I'm just trying to imagine because like she's first coming in, selling herself as a friendly and potentially good for business, woman of the evening. That goes reasonably well. But then she starts asking questions. But then one of the bunches is like, "Oh wait, I recognize you. Didn't I pay?" And then like approaches her and whatnot, and gets like getting all like fanboyish on about it. I guess like I don't know how to like best describe it.
I was thinking more. I was personally thinking he wants more of a refund.
Oh, okay. He's upset. So it was a bad. That's why there wasn't a sequel to it. Okay.
Maybe you were Songbird at first, and then you switched in the middle of it. And he's like, "Fuck!"
Or the whole thing was Viper. It could have been a whole,
Yeah,
like
Viper
those, yeah
hurt him.
All right, it is confirmed that Songbird / Viper is a switch. Interesting.
So maybe it was a Viper night, and then yeah, so he's upset because it ended up being more fun for her than for him, which kind of defied the point of the transaction. So now she has to assert herself and like get him to kind of like back off, and yeah, I guess it's sort of not necessarily like intimidating. It's just asserting herself. It's more of the force of personality. Like she has to like take command of the social situation and get him to kind of step off, but lean back into her for like the good questions of like how can I best make money here, which is really just a way of scoping out the place. So yeah, that's I think how the command looks. All right, so risky what?
So I don't think it's risky if you switch the entire type of role.
No, you have to reapproach at a risky position. You have to you reapproach with a more danger.
You press on by seizing a risky opportunity, or withdraw and try a different approach.
Sure. Well, I'm not really withdrawing, though. I'm pressing forward, but I am still changing the role.
Okay, fair enough. Yep. Okay. Yes. So yeah, risky. I'm going like I said, I'm going to keep it risky standard. That's what I'm going to do.
All right. She's still charismatic, so she still gets the extra effect. I don't want another Devils. We'll push ourselves for a die.
Excuse me.
Yeah, damn it. Why, Mako? Why did you take all the good rolls? And Jim, you're both
I took
bad.
one.
You're both bad.
I took one.
So, okay. So the complication here is going to be he recognizes you as having been a client of yours, and he recognizes that you're a member of the Harrowed Council.
Yikes.
You get hit with a double whammy now because you disappointed me with your roles.
You know what? It's not always about you, okay?
Disappointing. Disappointed.
Wait a minute. These aren't good rolls. Disappointed.
Yeah, I will resist I can't resist the Devils. He recognizes a former client, so that has to happen. But like, we'll resist the as the Herald Council member. She just like gets into a protest of like, how dare you accusing me of being some terrible cultist? I am just trying to earn a living. God damn it. I got
You're
kids.
resisting the cult aspect.
I got kids, don't you know? I gotta support a real life around here, and you're trying to discourage me and make me into a cult. I'm already a terrible person. Thank you very much. I don't need this, and just like storm off. Just like leave the bar. Just self-extraction.
Sounds fair. Give me a resolve roll so he doesn't try and follow you.
Resolve?
Yes. Yeah, I think resolve.
Alright. So we do it clean. We out.
Yeah, no. Was resolve the right roll?
I mean, she was resisting social, so yeah.
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 And how she resisted was socially too. She tried to turn it back around on him.
True. Yeah. Sounds good, I guess. Yeah, we'll worry about it at the time, maybe. Yeah, so yeah, you basically withdraw. Ketchal, you see another one of your compatriots leave the main floor.
Leaving to...
Leave. Like, going for the main door, I'm assuming.
I look over, and I retrace said comrade's steps to see what was the cause of them leaving.
Well, you heard the entire, like, shouting match that,
Yes, but I want it to be painfully obvious that I, a mysterious and innocent bystander, have noticed this strange person who I totally don't know leaving, and that I have mechanically deducted that they are at fault. And my head just like slowly turns as I just kind of like retrace steps until I've got my eyes locked on them. And I want this to be very obvious, painfully obvious.
painfully obvious it shall be. You also notice Jim Grimm has entered into the building as well while you're doing this.
Would be very sneaky.
Ah, interesting.
He is
I
being
would
very
like-
sneaky. You didn't know him.
He
You
is
probably
what?
wouldn't notice. He is being very sneaky. If you didn't already know him, you probably wouldn't notice him.
Gotcha. I would like to perform a setup action for Mr. Grimm here in his sneakiness.
Yes.
I like it.
Yes, and I would like to do this by being distracting, which comes very naturally to me.
How are you being distracting?
So Tetziel kind of like stands up like all huffy, like cranes his neck a couple of times until it cracks, adjusts his coat, makes like a really like big man, like on a mission move, and then really slowly walks towards I'm sorry, I was slightly toned out because druids had to be made while Zal was going. But anyway, so I'm walking towards the people responsible for upsetting the person that I totally don't know that recently left.
God.
And so I approach very slowly until I'm just standing like right by their side, just like kind of staring into them. And then after an uncomfortably long silence that you all just heard, I just kind of like lean into this man and I whisper in his ear, "Wumbo."
What the? What?
You heard the man.
Answer him.
I am going to. Does he have like a beer bottle or something on hand?
The man who had approached Songbird?
Yes.
No, he was a bouncer on duty.
Damn it. Does anyone nearby have a beer bottle?
Yep, it's about like probably maybe a step away from you who has a beer bottle. He's
Okay,
like currently drinking from it as you look at him.
Okay, splendid. Are there any other bouncers like within arm's reach of me at this moment?
No, only the two at the bar and possibly some more that you can see.
Okay, gotcha. All right, and this is owned by. Hold on a second. I have to consult the sheet of factions here. So this bar we established was owned by the Billhooks, correct? Or the guy that owns it is in good with the Billhooks.
He's basically employed by the Billhooks, almost a protection racket. It's like how you guys kind of own Clara's bar.
Yeah. Who do the Billhooks hate that are not us or the Grinders?
Well, they don't. Hold up here. Wolf Ironborn, the Lost, and the citizenry of Crow's Foot and the Docks are enemies of the Billhooks.
The
Yeah,
Ironborn, you said.
Wolf Ironborn, yes.
Y'all didn't think we were gonna shit on Ulf this game.
I didn't think we were either. I mean, I tried to leave him out of
I have
this.
no idea who this is, but I'm going to assume that at some point in time it would be common knowledge that Ironborn and the
Oh,
Billhooks-
everyone! Like, have you ever been anywhere in the vicinity of Char Hollow?
Absolutely not.
Oh,
It's the Skovlanders.
you hang around Skovlanders at all?
So anyway,
Jim is a Skovlander.
Maybe you don't know Ironborn.
I don't. Okay, I don't know nearly enough lore about Blades in the Dark to really make that judgment call. I'm going to assume
saying
that's where this. That's what I mean. That's what I mean. So I wouldn't really know if that's something Ketzel would have come across. I would assume it has because, well, we've had run-ins with Skovlanders before in their interesting ways. So I would assume that this has come up at some point.
Okay, maybe then. So Ulf Ironborn is a Skovlander who recently arrived in Duskwall, and he's basically the ultimate firebrand amongst his people. Like, very much rough and tumble, you pay for me extortion type guy. He's basically rallied a bunch of other Unity War refugees to himself. It's basically like, this is Skovlander streets, not Akarosi, not Imperial. We run this town now.
Perfect. So I'm going to I point a finger at his chest so he looks down as a distraction, and I just go, "This man is an Ironborn spy." And then while he's looking at my left hand, I reach out with my right, grab the beer bottle, and I smash it on his head. And I'm going to initiate a bar fight with the explicit purpose of creating such a distraction that Jim Grimm will be.
And we
find
start
it
the
much
score.
easier. We'll find
I
it
think
much
we gotta
easier
start
to
the
escape.
score now. Yeah, I feel like things are escalating.
The violence has escalated.
Mm-hmm.
I'll tell you what, I'm going to let you make this roll first so you can perhaps incorporate this into the score itself.
I have a devil's bargain for you.
Okay.
Oh.
This roll is our engagement roll.
I'm not going to let you take that one.
Damn, no, you're not gonna take that one. Okay, all right, fine. You don't have to.
No, I'm sorry. That's bending the rules a little bit too much, I think.
My disappointment is immeasurable and my day is ruined.
Oh, don't do that. Oh.
I'm kidding.
No. I'm going to field this to the crew then, because we're very clearly going off script as it is, like we had a script to begin with. What do you guys?
This is in the script. Yeah, it's on page 57.
Actually, it's on page 404.
Oh, my bad. I missed that
we
one.
got that far in the script.
Anyway,
Someone will get that.
I got it. All right. Any road. Let's see here. Well, what would my position and effect be then?
Well, what kind of action is it? Skirmish?
Skirmish, yeah. This is very much a starting a bar fight. This is very much getting drunken people to join in on the festivities, or people that are high, or both.
Risky standard.
Yeah, I'm actually gonna take that. I want to push it to desperate, but this is a setup action. This is not for personal glory.
Take the L for the team.
I want to find a devil's bargain for you to replace the one.
The man stays up.
Well, keep in mind that was a devil's bargain for you. That wasn't for me. That was.
Oh yeah, no, sorry. I'm getting ahead of myself here again. Crew,
Boy,
what do you think about that?
I think since this is escalating so far, Mako is in the boss's office. I'm sneaking around, trying not to get caught. This man's starting a fight, and Zhao is starting a commotion about some dude.
That started a commotion, then waltzed away.
Yeah.
And waltzed away. My guess, I think we have to start the score in the next few seconds, because where else are we gonna? There's no way they're gonna let us back in after all this.
So your vote is for let this roll be the score roll.
Yes.
Sure.
You don't sound
sure.
No, we don't. If it's gonna cause problems, we don't have to.
No. I actually been more enthusiastic. Sure.
There you go.
There we go. Yeah.
Okay, fine. I accept your devil's bargain.
Yes.
Good job.
Dormammu, I'm here the bargain.
Dormammu.
All right. How?
What's going on?
Ow! Stop that.
Oh, sorry, I forgot that's not how it works. My bad. I was trying to do like the drum roll.
Oh.
My bad.
Wait. So I just.
You're
Oh
still
yeah.
here?
Oh, okay. Yeah.
So
Okay.
yeah, no, sorry. Your skirmish roll here.
Risky standard. You said, yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Which
Okay. Yeah.
does
No,
do
I already
have.
said yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Let's do it. No gambits. No. You know what? Let's just 2 dice is pretty good for a
Well, you get
engagement.
devil's bargain dice as well.
Oh, that's right. 3 dice is pretty good for a
Fuck you, I won't do what you tell
It's
me.
pretty average, I think, for how you would have ended up here. Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's pretty good for something like that. Hey, look at that! I think this is the first time I've actually put us into a not desperate position with an engagement roll. Guys, I'm improving!
All right, reroll.
Yeah, no, I can't allow this.
Veto. We'll take the 1.
Roll 1d.
Give us the 1.
3d1. There you go.
Damn it, guys, it's desperate. I tried my best.
No. Anyway. Oh god, yeah. So well shit. As this score begins, here is the setup. A fight is breaking out behind you, Songbird, as you are walking away. Jim Grim, you are, I'm guessing you're kind of tracing yourself along the outer walls of the room, and yeah, you see the fight start breaking out and piling into the center of the room.
What's our load?
Oh,
yeah.
Yes.
Wait, we'd have to all be. I mean, I have to be light because there's like no way I actually came into this thing thinking it was going to be like our thing.
We did it! We finally got him not to pick heavy.
That was the answer.
It is working. I mean, it does work.
I mean, like
no,
she was in dress. She was worker clothes. So yeah.
Don't worry, guys. I had no intentions of socializing, so I'm going heavy.
Hey.
Hey.
You guys have intentions?
Tetsuo, how about you?
I'm just gonna be normal, as always. I'm a very normal man.
I am very normal. I have
All right. So as this kicks off, we bear witness to Songbird leaving the room. Jim Grim sliding along the walls.
I could picture that.
Quetzal in the middle of the room, kind of in the center of this brawl, kind of standing over a man who's gripping his now bleeding head.
Jesus.
You smashed the bottle over it. The glass
Are we in
hurt.
Dublin?
I smashed a bottle over it.
He's the imposter.
Collectively, as
He's
a
the
crew.
Uh-huh.
Are we in Dublin?
As long as it's not Glasgow, you should be fine. Man, I haven't thought about that in a long time, actually. And Mako? Yes. You are
Mako?
still sitting in an office.
I'm just having a great time.
Yeah, you and Gray Lou are hearing a commotion start building outside, and he is looking very confused.
Uh-oh. I mean, don't look at me.
How does that affect my clock of the bouncers being suspicious?
Oh, the clock doesn't matter anymore.
Hey.
Yeah, we killed the clock.
The clock doesn't matter anymore because everything is going to hell.
Yay!
Oh boy.
So he filled the clock.
We ruined everything.
Not really.
You're not suspicious of me anymore.
No, basically. Basically.
Based?
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 Dr.
Based.
Freeman.
God.
Dr. Freeman?
You people need some Ritalin or something.
I have.
What would it be based on? I wonder.
Based, Dr. Freeman. I'd probably do a good impression of that guy if I tried to work on that.
But 'tis not the time. It is fighting time.
It is. Well, maybe it's fighting time. Let me get some notes jotted down here, and I'm thinking we might want to start wrapping things up for the evening.
We might.
We have about 25 minutes. We have about 25 minutes left. I think it's a little bit.
I think we should. It would be awkward to get into the middle of the thing and then leave.
So it is a bit of a cliffhanger again.
Again.
I don't like ending any session on an engagement role personally.
Now let's do 1 or 2 actions into it.
Yeah, sure. We can
get the ball rolling.
Yeah, we have about 30 minutes.
Fair enough.
Yeah. Like a quarter of our time.
So, Songbirds, this happens. How do you react?
Leaves the bar in a bit of a.
You weren't even out of the bar yet. You were not even out of the bar yet.
Okay, leaving.
You were almost out.
Leaving the bar in a bit of a huff. And then blood is spilled. And how many billhooks are in the bar?
be right back.
You would need a survey roll to be able to tell that, because there's a difference between billhook and
Security.
Bouncer. Unless you're not looking to make a distinction.
I kind of need billhooks. What's the risk for being a roll?
You could get pulled into the melee.
That would be bad for whoever does that.
I know.
Okay, so getting caught. Okay, I guess that's a fair. All right, I'll serve right now. We'll see what's going on. Position effect. How risky, obviously.
Risky, I'm gonna say great. Make this easy on you.
Wait, how's it great?
As the fight breaks out, you're right. It'd probably be limited. Chaos of the battle and all that. Yeah.
It's limited or standard. I don't see how great is. Great with a survey is kind of weird.
I was about trying to justify with, they pulled out their meat hooks and stuff like that, but that's ridiculous.
I mean, that would point them out real quick.
Exactly. Yeah, no, that'd be that's, like I said, ridiculous. So let's call it limited. The fight and whatnot, it's hard to get a read on anything.
Okay.
Sorry.
Devils?
Oh, okay. Viper wants in on the fight.
Let me at him.
So let me
you want me to switch early?
No. You'll have to switch. However, keep in mind that there is going to be this compulsion to switch lurking in Songbbird's mind. It's not a hard and fast swap. It's gonna be kind of like Songbird is now feeling this pressure.
So like you could have it so that she feels pressure to fight, but changing isn't in her control. Not like season 1. So if you want it to be more of that, we can do that.
Yeah, so it's kind of like she. So the idea I have in my head here is it's like Viper wants to get out and fight, but if Songbird doesn't, then she's like trying to fight her down. Is that not how this works now, or?
Not really. We'll have to talk about that so I can explain.
We might have to,
in detail.
Yeah.
We'll save for this to keep it simple. More what I was saying, where Songbird is being pushed to fight herself. The urge to kill is rising.
The Metal Gear music is coming in.
Why, that was a Simpsons joke.
Well, you finally found what you were looking for, a place where you can be without remorse, because you're a stranger who's found an even stranger war.
Anyways, I'll accept the devil's bargain. She urge to kill is rising.
I love that song, though.
It's still.
So here you come. Come.
Still just a 3.
Oh my god!
He has not rolled above a 3.
You're getting pulled into this
fight. Yes, I have. I rolled a 5 earlier. Fuck. Never mind.
Technically, yeah. So you're getting pulled into this fight whether you want to be or not, unfortunately. Someone comes barreling past you and knocks you close enough that someone assumes you're moving in and swings a chair at you.
Who is this mad man with a chair?
It's the first thing he had on hand. It's some weedy looking, possibly like college student. Tall guy.
I waited my whole life to throw a chair at some random woman.
Only in Dust
This man is not like, I'm gonna throw chairs at people. It's like, oh my god, a fight, help! He's in full fight or flight mode right now. He doesn't know what's going on. He's just like, ah!
Get out of my way.
The poor guy. All right.
Yeah. Some weedy college kid with glasses. God knows why he's even here, other than he's looking.
What are you doing here?
Do you know who my father is?
Basically. His dad owns the goat dealership.
Excuse me.
Excuse me, can I talk to your gang leader?
We don't need no Kevins in here. Get away with that.
Oh, is that what they're called?
Yes, they're called Kevins.
Amazing.
Kevin.
We might have been thinking the same thing there, Simon. I'm gonna ask you after the score.
What?
The set. We'll talk about it later. Yeah. So yeah, you're basically being attacked here, Songbird.
All right. Who
I don't know
wants
if
to
I
go
want to
next?
throw out harm as a consequence, but I feel like I have to.
No,
So level 2.
we said the consequence was getting pulled into the fight.
Right. Yeah. So yeah, you're like in the middle of this now. You next like attempt could have harm involved.
Yep. Who wants to go next?
Jim, how about you then?
How close am I to the big boss's room? Like how sneaky have I been? Because he said it was like a stained glass door.
So I'm gonna say you. You don't want to get involved with the fight at all.
No, I'm being sneaky right now.
I'm gonna say that you could just make it to. I would say just make it to the hallway it's on, and you can start heading down there. You see the stained glass. You see the door. It's just the door. Fuck this glass conundrum.
Right.
What-
It's just a
what is
door.
glass?
No, I want it to be glass.
It still is, but it's just the door now. You know what I'm talking about when I say it.
I imagine like the windows on churches right now. That's what I'm imagining. Or is it like those foggy doors? It's just like a door made of glass, but it's foggy.
It's like a private eye door. Mostly wood, some glass. This doesn't fucking matter. You make it there. You can go in if you want.
I want to use my burglar gear,
Yes.
and I want to cut a hole in the glass.
Oh
So
my god, what?
So I can take a look inside without them knowing I'm there yet.
Okay, very small. Okay.
So when I kick in the door, I want to know who I'm punching.
That could be Tinker, I think.
Tinker
Yeah.
or Finesse?
Yeah, or Finesse, I think. Like Tinker, Tinker Finesse, it's another one of those things, yeah?
Yeah.
Let me have a look at Finesse here real fast.
Oh god, I need to put points in tinkering.
Yeah, no, Tinker's definitely more in line with this. So, if it is Finesse, I'm going to say it's limited effect.
What's tinkering in effect?
Right, it's going to be standard.
Position?
Risky for both.
Risky for both.
Mm-hmm.
Can I spend the game? No, I don't care if I get caught. This is just to give me an advantage. This is a setup. Yeah, we're gonna do this. Do you get Devil's Bargains if you have no skill in this thing?
Yes!
What's the Devil's Bargain?
Oh, that's a good question. Oh. That was
Someone in the hallway catches me.
That's boring. That's the first thing that came to my mind too.
The bartender comes back.
The glass? No.
The glass shatters.
No. The Gray Lou starts to panic.
Starts to panic.
So you cut a small hole in the glass, and it's not a lot to be able to notice. It does kind of negate any kind of sound muffling that's going on here, just enough that Gray Lou's like, "That's a fight! Oh my god, there's a fight in my club! What the hell?"
Oh shit.
Oh my god! Holy shit!
Boom.
Oh god! Oh jeez! Oh man!
Okay. Ugh. What's the worst that could happen? I'm bad at this, so I need a dice. So I'm gonna take the bargain. Get him more paranoid. 5, yes! go. The good rolls are coming back, boys. I knew they'd come back.
Indeed. So yeah, Grey Lou will begin to panic. Either way, the complication here is you don't. You'd be lesser effect. You're not in your effort to be stealthy. You don't hit a hole big enough to be able to really hear things through super well, or see things through super well, I should say.
Okay, so it's still like, fuck, can it make it big enough?
Basically, yes.
So what do I see before we, I assume, go to Mako?
You see Greylu jolt off from his chair. Mako sitting in the chair ahead of him.
Insert TF2 spy. I think he saw me.
Oh, yep, he saw me.
That was a sniper, by the way.
Oh, yeah.
And Lou shouts, "Is that a bloody fight?" And that is where we're going to end for tonight. So, let's go into experience.
Advance the agenda of our deity or embody its precepts in action.
There is blood.
There was, thanks to Mako.
You mean Ketcho, he's the one who started the fight.
Oh, maybe.
Joint credit.
It's a joint.
Yeah, I say joint credit for one there.
Hell yeah.
Get that
Attend the
blood
challenge
going.
above your current station. What tier is the
Yes.
Billhooks? I think
They're-
Billhooks are 2. I think Billhooks tier 2.
Yeah, they should be 2. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yes, they are 2.
Yes.
So at least that. Did it happen frequently enough? Even though this entire session was a bar scene and like pre-score.
Free score.
I'd say it came up once, maybe.
That the whole establishment's owned by the Billhooks.
Bolster your
Yeah.
crew's reputation or develop a new one. Cunning or business-like.
This
Mako?
is a cunning endeavor, just not in the way one would expect. So I would say this is, yeah.
I would say yes, because Mako, he knew he was a part of the council, and he calmed that violent situation down to a, hey, let's talk about it.
Or it turned violent again.
Before it turned violent again, but on our term.
All right, I think that's the goals, drives, inner conflict, or essential nature of the crew right there.
We're in the same book. We're just not on the same page.
Right. We had the book.
If nothing, we are consistent.
Yes.
We on not the same page.
Some of us are in 57, some run 404. We're figuring it out.
But we're still trying to rob them, which is the purpose of the score, which is kind of working towards
Yes.
our goals. So that still is 2.
Exactly.
Okay, so not an advancement. So we're not sitting on 3 yet. We're still just sitting on 2. Players, who wants to go?
I'll
Grim.
go.
Oh.
No desperate actions. I did address the challenge of seeing my comrades setting up a rather interesting possibility. I did address that with knowledge, I would say. The knowledge that this was the perfect way to start things. So I'm giving myself one for that. Changed my mind. I don't think I had any expression of belief, styles, heritage, or background, and I did not, unfortunately, struggle with any issues from vice or traumas. That's to come. And that'll be me.
Stay tuned.
Jim?
Stealth and evasion, absolutely. Let's put that in insight. I need a lot of insight right now. Stealth and evasion. Express beliefs, drives, heritage, background. I'm a grinder. Grinders like to beat people up, I'm assuming. They don't give a shit. I was very thuggish, so I'm gonna take one for that. I did have a desperate action, and evasion. I did not get caught, so I cannot take that. But yes, I don't have any traumas yet, so I cannot.
Wait. You say you can't take one for evasion because you didn't get caught?
I didn't get caught. That was for stealthiness.
You don't have to get caught. You just have to address a challenge.
I have to address a challenge.
You don't have to succeed at the challenge. You just have to address it.
I just address it. I don't want to keep banking points on like one really long action though. It was just me sneaking up on a bartender, and then I rolled sneak again. So there were two different things, but still doing the same thing.
But in two separate situations. One was to get the drop on the bartender. The other was to avoid detection while sneaking through a crowd.
Oh, so that is evasion.
Yes.
Did I get 2 for that?
Take it.
Oh my god. All right. And that is for Mr. Docker or Grim.
Sounds good.
Songbird. Just challenge with audacity or cunning. Yeah, cunning. Not so much. Well, actually, the resist roll was kind of a little audacious, but mostly just a bunch of cunning. So I pretty much take 2 for that between the trying to get the barmaid to speak, and then dealing with the aftermath, and now trying to look around and deal with the objective. Especially besides heritage or background, we saw this former client who's now mad at things because Viper problems.
As one tends to be.
Actually, I mean, the premise of going into the bar, trying to make a business deal as a working girl, kind of was also expressing it too. So actually, I take 2 for that.
I will allow it.
You're damn right you will.
I'm sorry, what?
The XP is my decision anyways.
He's the player.
True. Yeah.
And then because of your own Devil's Barker, nothing to do with me, I struggled with the conflict between the two states of being. Because now Songbird has an urge to kill. That was your own fault. That is Songbird. So now Mako.
Hello. Did I address challenges with calculation or conspiracy? I did. I'll take 1 point for that. It's with my challenge to kind of, I was planning out to do my whole conspiracy thing, which I did. So there you go. I accomplished what my goal was there. And then did I express my beliefs, drives, heritage, or background? I also believe I did that as part of as part of what I was doing there. So yeah. That's what I think about that. So I'm gonna give myself 1 point. I kind of just had that one conversation. I think it was an important conversation, but it wasn't really like I was getting a lot of XP from that, right?
Okay. That's what you see fit.
It is what I see fit, actually. Thank you for noticing.
Good. Fine. Good. Fine.
Yeah.
Well,
good. Fine. Yeah.
Yeah.
Good. Yeah. Fine. Good.
And I guess that's it. And is there GM XP? Do we need to go down there GM track?
Yeah. So the GM XP. Did you address? I'm. Come back to me with this joke next time. I will have something ready.
Did you address a player failure with a clock?
Yes. Did you address it a challenge with ridicule or a clock?
Yes. Take 2 points.
Take 2.
Yes.
Did your players express their baby rage or sadness?
Oh, okay. Hold on. Oh. I'm in this picture and I don't like it.
Are you calling me out, Zao?
Twitch.tv/Zalkyrie. Are you calling your player out?
You're my co-players. I'm trying to add stuff for and put words in Matthew's mouth. He should be the one protesting.
Exactly.
When it said advice for trauma,
right.
did you take a swig of an alcoholic beverage in order to quell the pain from your players?
I'm right in the middle of the week. I would love to, but I have to.
Friday game.
That's a Friday. That's a Star Wars.
Very much a Friday game. Yes.
All right.
Howdy.
Howdy.
Well, I think that's where we can end it.
Beauty.
Ladies and gentlemen.
Just the one.
Yeah, just the one person who exists in all of our timelines.
No, I meant the one guy.
The one guy.
Well, whoever is here, whoever is watching, whether it is the stream, whether it's our wonderful VODs on YouTube, on Zalkyrie's channel, thank you very much for watching. Thank you very much for tuning in. Thank you very much for hopefully enjoying our broadcast, and we will see you all hopefully with, unfortunately, barring any complications, next week. Have a great night, everyone.
Goodbye.